Shit just don't feel the same, so I don't pump no more. But I still feel my younger pain at the corner store. I'm from the old Dodge, nigga, and the new Dodge, where you can walk down the street, get shot, this shit is too hot.
They only become your enemy when you give them that energy. I'ma make niggas remember me since they wanna envy me. No such thing as a team if you ain't got the chemistry. Fast lane Keith Daves like Ginobili and Timothy. I ain't wanna drop, I seen what happened to Kennedy.
This is the Young, Black, and Gifted podcast, and I'm your faithful, dedicated host, Underrated, and I am back again, man. This one is very special to us, man. This young fella is somebody who I've had the opportunity to see grow in his endeavors from the football field to the track field. He's also the son of another guy. If you've been tuned in with the Young, Black, and Gifted, you can see a trend here. You know, a lot of these guys I grew up with, they're now coaching, they're training, and they got their children involved in the same things we used to do as kids, right? So no different here, man. I grew up with this young fella's father. We did from baseball to football to basketball to now we're fathers and we're, training our children up to do the right things, man. But without further ado, man, I got Dallas Wade here, man. How you doing, Dallas?
Good.
Okay. You excited to be here?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm happy to have you, man. A lot of different things I want to talk about. Like I said, I've been watching your growth. This is actually my first time. I think I might have met you down at at Kyle Wynn a few years back, but this is our first time really getting the opportunity to really talk. So I'm excited about it, man. A lot of different things that I've been seeing you do, and I just want to get the opportunity to talk about it. But the first thing we want to talk about, let's talk about school. School is very important. This is something that I try to make sure I speak about here on the Young, Black, and Gifted podcast, because a lot of the young fellas and young ladies that are involved in extracurricular sports or whatever have you be, I always want to emphasize the importance of education. You want to go to college? Education. You want to go to the NFL, NBA? You want to run in the Olympics? Your education is going to always be out in front of you. So first off, let me know, start off by telling me how old you are and what grade you're in.
11 years old and I'm in 6th grade.
Okay. 6th grade, man. And that takes me back to a point in time, because that's around the time, if you can see, I don't know if we got our jackets here. Your father was on that team with me when we won that championship. That was my first year playing football. And I had a few other opportunities to play football with your dad, but it started out around that age, and the full circle of life, man, is a beautiful thing. So school, talk to me about some of your favorite subjects in school. What's some of your favorite subjects?
I like math and science.
Math and science. Good. Because you're gonna make some money playing sports. You're gonna need to make sure you can count that money up, man. And science is good too, I think, because it challenges your thoughts, your brain, and how you think and how you view things. What's so good about math and science that make them your favorite subjects in school?
I like math because I'm just good at it, and science is when we do labs and stuff, it's just fun to do.
That's perfect. You're gonna need some, again, a lot of kids want to go to the next level. A lot of kids want to be sports stars. However, unfortunately, it doesn't always work out that way. God willing, we're gonna get to that point. So it's great to have other things in store to focus your mind. So I think math and science are some great subjects to be involved in. So let's talk a little bit about I know you have yet to get your high school. I know high school is coming up next for you in the next couple of years, but let's skip to college, right? You think about going to college? You think that's something that you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what's if you could give me 3 colleges that if you had the opportunity to go Division I and play foot, whether it be football, track, or do both, give me 3 colleges that you would like to go to.
I go to Penn State. I have to think about this one.
Okay. It's okay. It's no perfect answer. Penn State. So let's do it. Go ahead.
I don't really know all the colleges' names, but I kind of remember the football team name.
So, all right. So you mentioned Penn State. Why would you pick? What's special about Penn State, that's one of the colleges that you would like to attend?
Because it's in that college is like close to where I live at.
Okay. Yeah, I would say Penn State is definitely like the top Pennsylvania school. There's a lot of colleges in Pennsylvania, but as far as like D1 sports, Penn State is, if not the top one of the top. Okay, so Penn State, that's good. So let me ask you this. Again, we just mentioned, having a backup plan is important when you're doing these sports, right? So outside of sports, right? Outside of the track and the football, what profession can you see yourself involved in as an adult? Like, what would you want to do other than football and track as an adult?
Maybe like an actor.
I like that. Sports and entertainment. I like that. Acting, that's good. You know what I like about that? It's a form of art. A form of self-expression in a way to like kind of like express yourself in ways. So actor is good. I like that. Okay, so we'll move along, right? If I didn't mention in the beginning, Dallas is a 2-sport star. He's not only involved in track and field, but he also plays football. But I want to start with track. So Dallas runs 3 events: the 800, the 400, and the 200, with a PR of 2 minutes and 34 seconds in the 800, 63 in the 400, and 28.11 in the 200. Dallas also has had the opportunity to run in the Junior Olympics. So these are a few things that I want to talk to you about. Just in terms of the events that you run, which one would you say is your favorite event to run, Dallas?
The 400.
Okay. All right. And let me ask you this. What does it mean to you finishing 3rd in your region and qualifying for Junior Olympics in the 8 and the 4? You said 4 is your favorite. How does that feel?
It feels good.
Okay.
It feels exciting.
Okay. Yeah, it's a great opportunity for you, not only to experience the sport in itself, but also to travel and meet different people. And I think it'll get greater for you the more and more you continue to do it. How much? This is something that I've seen a lot of. I've seen a lot of your training with your dad. Again, your dad is probably one of the most athletic guys I know. In many sports. So to see him training you and to see how you respond to it is very interesting from my perspective. So how much would you say training has helped you accomplish your personal records?
I mean, it helped me a lot because when I first started track, I ran like bad times, but when I started like training all of that, I started running good times.
That's good. Let me ask you this. What would you say the most helpful part of training has been?
Like, what does it help me like the most?
Yeah, like
probably my endurance.
Okay. As far as training, what is something that you think you can work harder at, or something that maybe you've struggled with, or something that you think you could get better at?
Training more, because sometimes like I just don't feel like training.
Okay, I get it. You're 11 years old. It's a lot of different things that you'll probably rather do. That's okay. But training is a very important part. It's an example of how you'll perform in the actual events and games. Okay, so let's talk about football. First, I'm sorry, before we move on to football, talk to me a little bit about the Junior Olympics. That's a great deal. I know I kind of like sped past the Junior Olympics, but talk to me a little bit about it. How was that?
I mean, it was good, but like it was hot out there.
It was hot. That was in the summertime, huh?
Yeah.
Did you meet any other kids that are doing the same thing? Did you get a chance to meet any people?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the name of your track club? Let's shout them out.
Delco Stallions.
Good. Okay, so let's talk about football. So right now you on the Sharon Hill Ramblers, right?
Yeah.
And what age group is that?
11U.
Okay. And I saw we started off the season 3-0, 2-0?
Mm-hmm.
and we took a loss yesterday. So want to talk a little bit about that? What went on with that?
Refs, like, well, I'm not saying it was cheating, but like they gave a lot of calls to us, and they like forgot we had like they didn't call some calls on the other team.
I always tell the young fellas, right? Some of the questions I ask might be a little tough, but that's because I want to give the full perspective of what this playing any sport has to offer. So obviously we know that losing is a part of the game, What's important, again, we talked about training. So obviously, training fits into football, but also practice. We just come back stronger the next time. What team was that you played yesterday?
Bird.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see him again. We got another chance. We'll see him again, and we move on to whatever our next obstacle is. Let me ask you this: how do you feel as though you're training, whether it was for track or if you were just doing personal training? How much do you think that the training has helped with you playing football?
I mean, like, it helped me get better at tackling and catching.
Okay, let me ask you this: would you say it's fun training with your dad?
Sometimes. It depends what I feel.
I get it, right? You got to realize, I want to tell you this, Dallas. You are blessed. Not a lot of young fellas, not a lot of young men have dads to not only train them, but to raise them. Number one. So, I've known your dad for a very long time. And trust me, even if it get tough at times, it's only out of him wanting the best for you. I know I can see it. I grew up with your dad. So even if it get tough at times, just keep in mind, remember that your dad is doing this out of love and him wanting the best for you. He don't even have to tell me. I just know. And again, I just want you to always remember how blessed you are to have a dad, because not a lot of young men or young ladies have that. So even if it get tough at times, I know your dad. He's pushing you to greatness, man. And you come from greatness. So, you got people in your family that have done great things. So, that's a part of who you are. So keep that in mind, even if the training might seem like this is a lot at the moment, but keep it in your mind and in your heart that your dad is only doing what's best. He wants the best for you. So I know it could be a little tough at times. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your championship. You got an opportunity to win a championship back in 2021, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What age group was that?
At 7U.
Okay. So tell me, again, I'm showing you my championships. I only had one championship in football, but I had an opportunity to play about 4 or 5 years. And those championships, no matter how many you do, if you can snag one, those are things that stick with you for a very long time. So just talk to me about some of the things you remember and how that felt to be able to win that championship. I know you were only 7, but talk to the things that you can remember about it. Let me know something about it.
I mean, I remember like it was like this one place where I took a picture at. I remember that. I remember some plays from the game.
Do you remember how it felt to win the championship once the game was over and you realized that we're the champions? Do you remember how that felt?
No.
Okay, it's okay. You were only 7, so that's all good. So tell me what positions you play. So we'll come back up to date. 11U for Sharon Hill. What positions do you play?
Cornerback and 3-back.
Okay, the running back, basically the halfback position. Okay, so running back and cornerback on defense. Which side of the ball would you say that you like to play the most?
Defense.
You like defense? Okay. Why so? What's so exciting about defense that you rather play defense?
Because like you get to like tackle people and like hurt people.
Okay. All right. So again, we talked about this. We did mention this. You said that the training, as far as the training that you do on a regular, it kind of helps you to like tackle. Would you agree that the training has helped you? Would you agree that it is helping you to come along and grow as a football player?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So again, I haven't had an opportunity outside of the highlights that I do see your dad post. I haven't had the opportunity to make it to any of your games. So Talk to me about some of your highlighted moments, whether it's this season or a past season. Talk to me a little bit about some of your highlighted moments on the football field.
I mean, the highlighted moments is mostly about good run plays, interceptions, good defense.
Okay, we got an interception, didn't we? You got how many interceptions you got this year?
And so far,
You got a number in mind that you would like to end the season out with? How many interceptions
5.
you think? Okay. I'm gonna be watching. We're gonna see if we can get that 5. Between the two sports, between football and running track, which one do you enjoy the most and why?
I mean, football.
Out of football and track, you're successful at them both, but you enjoy football more. Why so? Why football over track?
Because, like, it's like you can, like, I'd rather watch football than watch track. Like, it's just more funner to me.
So before we move on, so give me some of your who's some of your favorite players right now? Or of all time. Any favorite football players you got? Who are they?
Deion Sanders, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. A lot of guys like Justin Jefferson. He wanted the cool guys. Yep. Okay, so that was great, Dallas, man. Again, I just want to encourage you to stay focused in life, in your day-to-day life, whether it's on the track field, whether it's on the football field, whether it's at home with your parents. I think that you could do whatever you put your mind and your heart to. So again, when we go back to that training thing, again, I get it. It could be tough. But trust me, man, you still young, but as you get older, you'll face a lot tougher situations, and the great part about having your father, in your life, period, and to help train you with some of these things is that you'll be prepared. You could help better prepare yourself for anything that you may face in life. So again, come back to this part, I'm pretty sure your dad talked to you about it, but for me to echo it, I want to be a echo of some of the sentiments that your father may have, right? Is that, again, you could put anything you put your mind to, anything you put your heart in, you can overcome it. You can accomplish it. So if this is something that you really want, or if you're a mathematician, or if you're a scientist, or if it's acting, any of those things that you set out to do in life, you can accomplish, right? But it starts with your focus, with your mind. It could be many distractions out here, but if you stay focused, you can overcome it, and you can get through anything. So congratulations on your endeavors. I see you got your medals. I hope you get many more. I hope you get your 5 interceptions, and maybe we could get some revenge on, what was it? You say Oxford that you played?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we get some revenge on them and get a championship this year. But before we go, I got to look, I know I had asked a lot of questions. I want to have a little fun. So what I'm going to do is, it's called Pick and Choose. So I'm going to say 2 things to you, and all you got to do is just pick which one. It might even be 2 names, but all you got to do is pick which one that you like better. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's start off with this. Choose one. Super Bowl or the Olympics? Why the Super Bowl over the Olympics? They could be pretty both exciting and big. So why the Super Bowl over the Olympics?
Because if you're you can get I feel like they're you can get most valued player, MVP. I feel like there's more rewards in the Super Bowl.
Great answer. I love that. Okay. So the Super Bowl. All right, we're gonna switch it up to video games. Roblox or Fortnite?
Fortnite.
Why Fortnite over Roblox?
I mean, I play Roblox now, but Fortnite is just my all-time game.
Would you say Fortnite is a little more advanced than Roblox?
Yeah.
So keeping it in a gaming system, PlayStation 5 or the PC? Which one you picking?
PC.
Okay. I'm learning that the PC is more popular. Okay, so this one is based off of your trips to the Junior Olympics. We got North Carolina or Texas. Which location do you rather?
Texas.
Texas got some good colleges down there too. So, I know it could get pretty hot in Texas too, but they have some decent schools over there too. That's a big football state down there also. All right, so switching it up a little bit. You talk about, some of the stars and you said Justin Jefferson. You talk about being an actor, just being recognized. So part of that is looking good, right? So Nike or Under Armour? You got to pick one. Which one you rocking?
Nike.
Okay. Nike been around for a long time. Under Armour is up and coming, but not as big as Nike. So I get that. All right. Game-winning touchdown or finishing first in the race. Which one would you like better? Which one do you prefer?
Finishing first in the race.
So why that one?
Because it's like if you're first, it's like a game-winning touchdown. It's not that crazy as like getting first out of everybody.
I see what you mean.
It's solo glory.
Wait, you hear this guy? Solo glory. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. Okay. All right. So this one is I'm pretty sure you should know these two guys. This is dedicated. We talked about the PC. So I'm pretty sure you're familiar with today's streamers. I Show Speed or Kai Cenat?
I Show Speed.
Okay. I Show Speed he's kind of like, I didn't really understand him at first, but over the past couple of months, I've been catching up on him and I like him. I like Kai Cenat too. I just saw something before we started here. First went to 1 million. I think it was 1 million subs. But I like I Show Speed. At first I thought he was a little knucklehead, but once you actually see what kind of person he is, he's a real good guy. So I like I Show Speed also. All right, so this one is pretty easy, right? But I'm gonna ask it anyway, right? And I want you to tell me why. Cowboys or the Eagles?
Cowboys.
Your name is Dollars Wade. I know your dad for a long time. As long as I know him, he's been a Cowboys fan, primetime, Dion, and he stick to it. So he's probably one of the when I think about Cowboys, that Wade come to mind. So it's very fitting for you as a Dollars Wade. Okay, man. So that there wraps up our interview, Dollars. Again, thank you for taking your time out of this football Sunday to come down and chat with me. Is there anything that I didn't mention? I know I talk a lot, but is there anything that I didn't talk about, or is there anything you would like to talk about or say that you didn't have the opportunity to yet? What about shout outs? Let's do some shout outs. Who you want to shout out here on the Young Black and Gifted podcast?
I don't really have no shout outs.
Okay. All right. Well, there we have it, Dallas, man. Again, thank you. Again, congratulations, man, on everything that you've done thus far and on the things that you'll do in the future. I'm excited about putting this thing out and giving you the opportunity to be seen, man. So again, I want to tell you one last thing is that now that you've been on, you'll always have the opportunity to come back on. So maybe like some after the football season or, right before the track season, maybe we tap back in and we talk about some of the things we'll review some of the things we talked about here today and see how some things have changed for you. All right. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dollars Wade, I'm underrated, and this is the Young Black and Gifted podcast. We'll see you again.
Underrated made it.
Young Black and Gifted, we do it for the culture.
Say it again.
Underrated made it.